Hey everyone, today I've got a cool strategy for you guys that helps me make money even off of highly volatile markets. Curious? Then let's start. Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to be trading with a simple strategy. This strategy is as simple as it can be and it is suitable for both beginners and professional traders as it literally simplifies your trading as much as possible. We're only going to need one indicator for this strategy, but I recommend you to watch this video carefully and until the very end since there are certain nuances to it that are important to know and understand in order to apply it. The link to the broker I traded is in the description below this video. Enjoy! Now let's move on to the TradingView platform. This is the largest platform for charts analysis. You're going to want to sign up first, and to open the full chart, click on this button right here. So, if this is your first time on the platform, I recommend you to add all the currency pairs you may need. Clicking on this plus icon right here, selecting the Forex section, and adding all the currency pairs with the FXCM code providers. You can add them by clicking on the plus sign. Now let's select the indicator we're going to use to make money today with. Go into the indicator section and searching for Heiken Ashi. And add this indicator from this author. Okay, great. Now let's learn how to trade with this indicator. So, this indicator is based on the RSI indicator. However, we aren't going to look for divergence in this video. Our task is to only pay attention to the upper and lower borders. The upper border is marked with a red color, and if we see the indicator going into this area, we open a downward trade. I hope it's clear. And alternatively, if the price falls into the lower green area, we open a trade upwards. These areas are levels of overbought and oversold chart conditions. The oversold area is at the bottom, and if the price reaches this area, an upward pullback may be expected. The overbought level is at the top, and if the price enters this area, it is likely that the price will reverse back down. So I found the first situation at the Euro-US dollar set. Let's get to the broker and open a trade so that we don't lose the entry point. So I came to the broker and I placed the trade downwards. Now let's go back to TradingView so that I can explain the situation to you. So in this case, the first thing I see is that the indicator shows the price has reached the overbought level. From this level, I expected downward movement. And in addition to that, I can see as confirming factors that this recently formed resistance level, the price has already reached multiple times and reacted to. Let's see how our trade goes. And also, as the second confirming factor, I can note that there are certain support levels below here. The price is very likely heading towards. Let's wait for the results of the trade now. And by the way, guys, as you can see in my analysis, besides the indicator signal, I also make sure to find confirming factors, and I recommend you to do so just as well because they give you additional confidence in your trades. You can use certain candles or levels as confirming factors. So we stumbled upon a pullback, nothing wrong with that. We just opened a trade again with the same expiry time and with the same amount. By the way, you see, as soon as we opened our trade, the price immediately started falling. This will clearly affect the outcome of our trade for the better. Let me also clarify one thing about the indicator I'm using in today's video. You're probably wondering, why am I not using the good old RSI for this strategy? The fact is that this indicator, the indicator I'm using in this video right now, is quicker and allows us to find a more accurate entry point for our scalping trades. It's that simple, guys. So we managed to make a solid profit off of this trade. We captured an amazing motion, which is just incredible. Let's look for other situations. Sometimes I get comments like, that's a scam, we're being fooled, and yada yada. Guys, I get it, trading seems complicated, and it's always just easier to give up when you can't grasp something at the drop of a hat. You can find unfiltered feedback on each strategy on my Telegram channel. Just follow the link in the description, check out the reviews, try my strategies out on demo accounts, and start making real money. Don't let hesitation deprive you of your joyful future. So I found another situation. Let's see what we can note here. In this case, I'm considering an entry to the downside because first of all, I can see that we've got an overbought area on the indicator. I expect a downward movement from this area. But it is also important to take the confirming factors we can see in the chart into account. And in this case, the primary confirming factor would be the resistance level the price has reached, and the pullback has already started from this level, as you can see, guys. And if pullback movements have already started from this level, then obviously there is a certain opposite side that will push the price down at this moment. And let's also take a look at the candles. I can see this candle with a small body and a large shadows. This candle indicates that buying power is waiting at this point, that a specific seller has emerged that will push the price lower. There are also some clear support levels on the downside the price may be heading towards. So let's see how this trade goes and observe the whole situation. So I have switched the broker and opened a 1-minute trade downwards. In this case, I put my entire balance into the trade. However, I recommend you guys to be mindful of all the possible risks. Don't go all in for one single trade. And also, while we're waiting for the outcome of this trade, I would like to remind you guys that we only use classic currency pairs without the OTC mark. That's very important. The thing is that currency pairs marked with the OTC are currency pairs that are provided by the broker itself. And these currency pairs are not transferred to TradingView. There are only classic currency pairs at TradingView, not over-the-counter ones. So yeah, the international classic currency pairs are the ones we settle for when it comes to this strategy. Therefore, I recommend you all to keep an eye on what kind of currency pairs you pick. That's very important. By the way, the trade closed with a profit. That's great. Let's look for other entry situations. So I found a new entry situation. Let's see what we can say about this occurrence. In this case, firstly, I can see that the price has reached the overbought level of our indicator. From this level, I'm expecting a downward movement. And in addition to that, we should also be on the lookout for confirming factors. And as a confirming factor, I can mention this support level here, which has been broken earlier, but the price returned to it. And this phenomenon is called a level retest. And whenever we see this occurrence, the downtrend is usually to be continued. And if we look at the last candle that has recently formed, that one right here, we can see that it has big shadows and a small body. This candle indicates that the strength of the buyers is waning at this point, and there is a certain seller out there who insists on pushing the price down. Let's go to the broker and open a trade. So I switched the broker and opened a downward trade with my entire balance. In this case, in case this trade closes in a profit, I will get a net profit of $355, and the total will be $804. Look at that! What a solid move right now, right off the bat. Great, our trade closed with a profit, and I think we can wrap it up at this point and summarize the results. By the end of this trading session, I managed to quadruple my account balance. This is just an incredible result, guys. Perhaps I'm going to be using this strategy in today's trading session on my Telegram channel with this particular strategy. By the way, you can also copy my trades and make money with me. The link to the Telegram channel is in the description below this video. And that's it for today. Thank you guys a lot for watching. Bye bye. See you in my next video.